Almost.
Well, welcome back to the Mighty Misfit Menagerie, or cast. Anyway, we join our intrepid say-somethings. If you remember from last week, we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger. There was a creepy girl hanging from a soon-to-be dead body, and there was a critical failure. And I know you're all really excited to know exactly what happened with that, so we will start with the rest of you on your way to the facility.
That's what they were excited about.
So, I believe, Levi, you were driving, since you were the only one who didn't have cocktails.
Carrying the backpack. Well, that was like hours ago.
I had
cocktails.
But,
God damn it, Levi. If you just told us off the bat where this place was, you wouldn't be in this goddamn mess.
I will describe as you eventually pull up towards these gated...
We're not there yet.
Oh, no, you're not there yet. This is like on the far outskirts, like a few miles away.
I think something else is maybe happening before that. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, yeah, let you guys do what you do.
Are we going straight there? Are we allowed?
you guys did want to stop by Zach's house.
Yeah.
So, you guys stop by Zach's house. You hop out of your car.
Yep.
Ian, your roommate, is on the front porch with his legs up. Hey, Zach, what's going on?
Hey, Ian, how's it going?
Whose car is that?
It's
Where's your car?
my car's at school. That's Levi. I've talked about him before, right?
Whoa, he's real?
Hello, Ian.
My
Nice
friends
to
are
meet
real.
Well, I mean, I just assumed that you were sad and lonely and you just made them up. Is really one of them a girl? One of you a girl?
What a rude question.
Yes,
And friends is a strong word.
Wow,
So
thanks
you guys
for
fall out of
helping.
the car now.
Thanks for helping the case, Lucius.
Lucius, he's still insisting that they're friends.
Nah.
What? You guys talking about me?
We're very accepting, Ian.
Wait,
Huh?
what?
What do you mean?
Oh,
I
no.
have a thing to do. Go,
No,
go, go.
Oh, because I'm Jewish.
Just hold on. All right,
Well, that's cool of you. I mean, it seems a bit weird to bring up the fact that I'm Jewish. I know he's Catholic,
Get
and that's a
your
bit
armor.
weird.
I know. I
I'm a
go
statue.
inside while you guys are talking.
Oh, you guys going LARPing?
Yeah.
Yes.
I stream from inside the house.
LARPing.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's that day,
You
remember?
guys must be real serious. That dagger looks pretty cool.
Yes, I am an FBI agent from the future.
That's weird. I thought it was kind of like a D&D kind of LARP kind of thing.
There's time travel.
It's several
There's time
genres
travel.
combined into one. What matters is we're combating the forces of evil and we're in a hurry.
Is this your dog?
Yes.
Oh, he's cute.
Thank you.
Hi, little buddy. He, reaches down and starts, rubbing Seb. What? Oh, lively one. Here,
Yes.
I got some sausages in my
He
pocket.
doesn't fill you with dread.
Why would he?
Well,
Seb warms
let's
up to
put
him
a pin in that.
immediately.
So I'm assuming you're done by now.
Yeah, I come out and
We've reached that
Yeah.
period of time where it becomes awkward to sit with the roommate.
I've let you guys stew for a second.
As you start getting into the car, Yukio starts rising adrenaline levels. And Doug, please get assistance.
Oh, is that new?
I thought she couldn't go in nighttime mode.
So I come out of the house. I'm in full chainmail, with a great sword strapped across my back.
You look ravishing.
You're getting faster at that.
Yeah, practice. All right. Ian, don't wait up. I'll probably be home late.
Okay, you promised that we would watch the fourth season of Veronica Mars.
Yeah.
You promised.
I
I've been
know.
waiting for you. I've
I know
only
you
watched
have.
2 episodes.
Wait, we had only watched one last time.
Yeah, 1. That's what I said.
Oh, this is so cute. They watch things together.
Levi, get back in the car. Or I'll text you.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Okay, see you.
Get in the car.
Lovely to meet you.
You as well. Have fun storming the castle.
It's a missile silo. Speed off. I'm
Keep it
already
safe.
going 85 here.
Oh, don't tell me that.
I'll open her up on
I
the
think
freeway.
Speed limit, speed limit.
I think this is one of those excellent times for you to pray, Zach.
Oh, yes. Can you make them not see the car?
You know, when I figured that one out, I'll tell you.
It's fine. We have tints on the license plate.
Of course you do.
So you get there to the pull-off, and you have to kind of trape through the desert. As you start to trape through the desert, there is a loud crunching noise, and you look back to the car, and something has been dropped into the hood and the windshield.
Of mine?
Mm-hmm.
Breathe.
More important things. More important things.
Breathe, Levi. Breathe.
The entire front half of your car, including the windshield, has been dented and caved in.
Can we see what it is?
As you get closer, you realize that it's a body.
I rush to the body.
Yeah.
You pull it forward, and you recognize the form of Skylar.
Skylar.
He appears to be a boy.
Yeah,
Skylar.
he's one of my students. I just saw him. This is the guy
This
we
was-
were at his house.
Was our missing Skylar. Oh dear, is he dead? He appears to be deceased.
There's not much more we can do for him. Maybe we should go see if we can do anything for Doug.
I'll
Yes, of course.
pull a pistol out of my waistband and cock it
Yeah,
and
my knife's
kind of
ready.
go in.
So as you
My
do
sword's
that, in the distance, you see a blazing streak of light shoot off from the horizon with, even at this distance, an audible scream of energy that shoots off to the north and then, fades.
Just disappears after the horizon.
Can I make some kind of check to see
Yeah.
Sure.
what that was? Whatever would it be? Is this any
You can
kind of
try a
occult?
cult,
Okay.
yeah.
So
That's
intelligence
your-
occult?
Yeah, that would be your realm of thought, so...
3. Success.
So with 3 successes, whatever you guys have been pursuing through this whole thing, you're pretty sure that was the end result.
It appears our quarry has left. Hopefully, our young Doug is still alive.
We gotta go find out.
Yeah, rush over.
Rush over to the gates.
Yeah.
So you get there, and so how the missile silo is set up is usually there would be a shutter that was closed over the top of it, and it's set flush with the ground, and then it's underground. There is a small shed that has been left ajar that has a pretty serious key code lock on it, but whoever came in here last did not close it properly.
There's a van sitting up front.
Oh yeah, and
And
you do see
Doug's van.
Doug's van
Is it
as you
it's
top
approach.
flipped
over.
over, right?
It just flipped
Yeah.
over. There's blood leading, surrounding it into.
Does somebody want to check the van?
I'll check the van. You guys go forward.
All right.
There is a large barb currently from the side, which is coated.
Keep an eye on us.
We'll do.
The information you would assume to gain from the van, almost all the equipment inside of it has been damaged beyond repair. You do find the barb that was covered in blood still wet.
Okay.
And you guys are moving down into this area, and you see char marks all over the missile silo, as if some kind of flash of heat went off within it. So the walls of this metal that's meant to stand up to rocket jets is burned and scorched. About halfway into it, you find a slumped over charred figure.
I rush up to it.
Go ahead and make a medicine check.
I stay back at the door to cover.
I follow him.
Is it medicine plus intelligence?
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Three successes. Yeah.
So you quickly realize, given your personal knowledge and biometrics, that this is most likely the charred form of Doug.
I think this might be Doug.
Given the way the chars are and the lack of bleeding, it seems he was dead before he was burned.
I don't think he suffered. I think he may have already been dead and then burned.
all of my things completely scorched and charred? Okay, never mind.
That's why Yukiko is no longer functioning.
Okay.
I guess the robot was right.
Is there any words you can say?
Yeah. I'll do like a quick prayer over him. I should do a prayer?
No, it's fine.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fine. Does anyone want to do anything else in this moment? Or
I'll investigate around, see if there's I can find
Same.
anything.
go ahead and do an investigation check.
I'll do the same.
And what would it be? Investigation and
Wits.
wits? Okay.
2 years. We've been working together 2 years, and he goes off on his own.
Four.
For what?
Lucius, you find his gun, clutched in one of his hands, and you realize with Iris's help that there is a gun wound in his temple.
I mean, at least he died fast.
Do you think it was self-inflicted?
I think whatever that thing is can make people do things.
Well, if it could drop a child from 100-some-odd feet into my car, then it isn't without reason.
If it could make Doug get out of his van.
Yeah.
Not many short of Yukiko could do that.
Or pancakes.
Does he have any family that anyone knows of?
He never talked about it.
He was so hard to get close to. I think we should bury him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here, I don't. And how will he even leave?
Not here.
How do we get out of here, though?
Where's his van?
It was out front, top door.
It was, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll go out to the van then.
I mean, I can call us an Uber, but I don't exactly know how we're going to explain this.
I think we should go check his van for any further
You have
information.
connections. Can you get someone with a tow truck?
I'll text Benson.
So as you guys kind of mill about this area, like processing or whatever, or continuing to look, you realize that at about every level there's another one of those secure doors. So this place is actually quite massive. When you were investigating, did you want to investigate the internals at all? So you do find one door that is ajar, like the one that you entered in, and very quickly you realize that almost everything is covered in a thick layer of like sheet fungus, like a moss or something, like in a bright yellow. And
Iris, have you seen anything like this?
And there's spores just chock full.
I don't know, but I don't think you should breathe any of that. We'll need something to cover our faces if you're going to go further.
I'll go look and see if there's any like gas masks or anything around, or
In the van.
You got an investigation for, so there's a supply closet very close to the entrance that has kind of like hazmat suits.
I put one on.
I gotta take a sample too.
I'll put one on it.
That's probably a good idea.
So as you guys kind of go deeper into the facility, you very quickly come across the scene that Doug had seen earlier with the young girl strung up, ritual items all around her and her throat slit.
She's also deceased.
She looks super
So
young
much
though.
death
Could this
today.
be?
Does she look like the figure that we've seen? Yeah. Well, it appears that these kids had what was coming to them.
What have they unleashed upon our town?
God only knows.
You were at school with them. Did they have any inclination of the occult before?
No, they were great kids. They were normal. I mean, Jimmy was a little annoying sometimes, but
It seems like this Skylar might have been the one to start out,
yeah,
judging by his room. It's a damn shame.
I don't know. We gotta find this thing.
Can I investigate around the body, see if there's anything?
You can make an occult check if you want to make a straight investigation check. So you guys are looking for two different things. And then if you want, Diva, you can make a medicine check.
What's
2.
success again?
8, 9, 10.
Big
One.
ol' whiff.
So you don't really find anything besides the obvious, like she was restrained, and you got no successes.
Correct.
Do we still see, like, the... No, okay.
You see no, that was what I was
No.
going to get to with
Okay.
you. So you see, how many, you got 2 you said?
2, yeah.
So you see what could constitute some kind of summoning. It is definitely tied to the elements. It was definitely an invocation of some kind. You don't necessarily recognize some of the runes used, but when you show them to Zach's character, you realize they were Enochian by nature.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever was done here was done with great care and taken great time. Between the two of you, it seems like it was an invocation for some kind of service, but it was not. You can tell, even with a 2, that it wasn't done completely. It basically came out as a containment of some kind.
Is there any kind of computer system or anything like that?
There are, but this thick fungus has grown over like all the intakes and everything like that, so it is incredibly warm
Okay.
in here. So it stands to reason any electronics that would have been kept safe, at least on this level, would have long by overheated by now.
Can we go further? Like deeper?
You can. So you leave this room and you attempt to go further down into the facility, but you do very quickly come across security doors that block your entrance.
Okay.
You do. No, your secondary investigation wouldn't have gotten you that. So.
Okay.
Well, should we take the child as well? I feel she needs some rides.
But keep in mind that only Zach and Lucius are in the actual facility, and maybe Iris. Those
Yeah, I
were
didn't
the
go down.
hazmat suits that we had available. So.
You're the man of God, Joe Cole.
Part of me doesn't want to. She was part of a summoning like this.
Oh, well, she's tied up. It doesn't seem like she was willingly a part of the summoning.
Yeah, let's take her. Everyone deserves a burial.
Maybe we should burn her, actually. Not to be disrespectful, but perhaps that could harm whatever was summoned. They do it on that show, Supernatural.
That's not a terrible idea.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can do that.
I think going
Yeah.
back out,
Yeah.
Okay.
So we grab both bodies and
taking
take
off
them
the
out.
hazmat suits.
So you guys get back up to like ground level. You spend some time. Do you cremate both bodies?
Ooh.
Not Doug's. Well, I mean, I guess it's your call.
Partially already.
I mean, less evidence.
I think he deserves more respect than that.
Cremation's respectful.
Purifying, technically. Your occult knowledge would know that that's the safest way to deal with things. So.
All right.
If you guys are okay with it.
I think would be what he'd want. I mean, he probably didn't want to go like this, but
We do have the control immolation tactic.
I could just use Hellfire.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
I
It's
actually like that idea.
It's literally unholy flame from hell, but yeah.
I actually like that idea, though.
I mean, I don't see it that way.
Yeah.
I'd say this whole time, Levi's kind of like been upstairs, like pacing and like looking at his phone and waiting for Benson to get back and trying not to think about it.
Benson does text you that he's using a family company to send you roadside assistance.
I'll just text back K. Send.
So I guess, are we burning them here? Or do we want to take them elsewhere?
I mean, we're pretty far out. I feel like the chances of anyone seeing them burning here is lower. I don't know where we would take them in town to.
We should do it in his van.
He loved that
My
van.
thoughts exactly.
Yeah,
Send them off together.
agreed.
With Yukiko?
Of course.
I don't want to have her face a world without Doug.
Very true.
But do we think she might be helpful if we could ever
If we can get in
figure
it.
out how to access her?
Nobody could turn her on like Doug.
Couldn't resist.
You hear a faint holy bit. You're goddamn right.
Sorry, humor's my coping mechanism.
Let's do it. Let's
All
just
right.
get it over with.
Well, yeah, we'll rest them side by side and then proceed to burn them.
Light that on fire.
Can I have searched the van first for any?
He already.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Or did
Then I'm
you
good.
go for any of the components or anything, or just searching it?
I
Yeah,
think
nothing.
I
Yeah.
understand.
checking for
There's nothing.
anything. Yeah. If you had, did you have any? If you had any flash drives?
Well, there's a bunch of them
or-
strewn around. There's a
I
bunch
mean-
of
I don't know
stuff
if
strewn around.
you
You
wanna
could
pick one
grab
of
a
those.
few and like go through them,
Yeah, I
but
think maybe we took some of that storage.
Is this hat there?
Oh.
No, his hat was charred. He never took that off.
yeah.
so-
There's a spare hat, but it's not been
Not the
worn
same.
ever. It hasn't been touched. It was one of those like infant emergency. The hat gets destroyed. There's a spare hat.
I'll take the little, like, knob from the shifter.
That's sweet.
Would anyone like to say anything?
I will say with the shifter, the little top opens up and there's a little button there, but you already ripped it off. It looks cool though.
I will start. We didn't know Doug well, but we knew him well. We didn't know him long, but we knew him long. I'm sorry.
Doug was a giant pain in the ass. He was perverted. He was antisocial, but he was Oz. And I'm gonna miss him.
He was very helpful a lot of the time. Sometimes not helpful, but usually helpful.
Douglas, I considered you one of mine. I'll have whiskey pancakes put on the specials.
Doug's pancakes.
Doug freaked me out. But like Lucius said, he was ours, and I'm gonna miss him.
He was part of the team.
Him and Yukiko.
Farewell.
Godspeed.
May there be good Wi-Fi in the sky, in the afterlife.
Routers at half-mast tonight.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You hear clapping behind you.
Oh God! I whip around.
Knife out.
Sword out.
You are met with the form of Mr. Clark.
Who's Mr. Clark?
The creepy guy from
Do
Tom's.
that, you couldn't die. Or that,
Oh
do that
right.
couldn't
Oh
die.
right. Okay. Sorry.
Congratulations! After 2 years, you lasted much longer than most of the cells we watch. Now, if you'll excuse me, we need to secure this area, so if you could move this along.
Can I empty out a gun on you just to relieve some stress?
If it make you feel better.
Yeah, does your head regrow if I slice it off? Because
I don't know, I've never been there for it.
I'll hellfire the van.
This is going to take a while to burn. Do you mind if we get started then?
What exactly are you doing?
We had rented out the property to some seekers, and now we are here to claim it as their appointment is up. The rent has come due, as it were.
Who are these seekers, you say?
I'm sorry, I'm not at liberty to discuss my clients. I, out of respect for what seems to be an emotional moment, had the worker crews park up the road. But if you don't mind, we'll move in now. If you need help with your vehicle, we could take care of that for you as well. And were you planning on adding that body to your little body burn, or were you just going to leave that one in the hood of your car?
You can handle that one however you'd like, and I have family coming to take the car.
Right then.
You probably already know this, but there's a special place in Hades for you.
If I ever get there. So
Oh,
much
You
to do.
will.
You will.
Busy, busy, busy.
If I could curse live, I would.
So Mr. Clark just kind of casually walks past, takes like $100 bill out of his wallet and chucks it on the fire, and keeps going into the facility, talking on a Bluetooth.
I want to kill that man someday.
We will. We will. Shall we wait for our ride?
It should be any moment now. There's a clear area a little bit over there, perhaps.
Do you think that all of these people are invulnerable? Perhaps we can kidnap another one.
We just have to find out who the other ones are first.
I mean, you see them like big trucks filled
Uh-huh.
with teams, security team, some guys in lab coats, all of them wearing kind of like chemical masks, so you don't get any faces, but they start unloading.
Are there any like logos or anything, or just all blank?
You do recognize some logos from your research when you were looking for your sister. It's a very similar logo.
Of the Chiron group? Well, we knew he was in the Chiron
He was part of the
group,
Chiron
so
group, yeah.
These vultures are here to harvest whatever monster parts they can find.
One team does start removing the body from your car and doing a deep clean. So
Oh, it's totaled, I'm sure. I won't be
meant
using it
of
again.
Any bodily fluids or
Oh, fine.
evidence.
I mean, I assume that
We can't drive
that
it
car
anymore.
won't be there for much longer anyways. I text Benson ETA with like a little impatient face.
He says about 10 minutes. You guys are real far out.
Is that so? That guy that's cleaning the car, is he by himself?
There's 4 of them, and they're wearing full like crime scene investigation bodysuits.
Is there anybody who's a little bit on their own?
There are several very large men with guns, that are taking up sentry positions.
Okay.
Is there an area we can wait to be out of your way?
Where you are right there is fine, sir, near your vehicle.
Thanks. Is that near the burning van?
No, by your
Oh, I see. Glad we're not inconveniencing anyone.
Sir, we have a lot to do, so if there's nothing further.
Very
I'm not
well.
stopping you.
Go to hell. So, what's next for our investigation? How are we going to find this angel, apparently?
I guess that's what it looks like. I mean, that's what all the symbols are leading towards. But I've never heard of any angels sacrificing
Well,
human bodies.
this was
like
a failed summon, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, but what angelic spirit would allow people to die like this?
I don't know. Maybe it was cleansing them of their sins. They were in high school.
Yeah, but to die like that. No, I don't
And
believe that there's any.
Elemental as well. I've never heard of any elemental angel.
I don't believe there's any good angel that's gonna take lives like that just to be free.
Can I do a check on any, like, angel
You've done
with
several.
reference to elements?
You've
No?
done several occult checks
Okay.
up until
That
this
would
point.
count this as well. Okay.
You feel like the elemental part of it had to do with the actual ritual, unless the spirit
Okay.
was summoned.
Well, we know the direction it went. We don't really know where, but we know a direction.
I'm sure your people won't really appreciate a rogue angel running around. Perhaps you can put some feelers out.
Check on heat flares or something, if nothing else.
Well, you do know someone who's in a similar situation. And you did ask him to show up in Tucson tonight.
Mm-hmm. In a similar situation. I mean, I know somebody that's been robbing convenience stores on the north side.
Oh, no, your brother.
Mm-hmm.
Invocations,
Yes.
bindings, seals.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. I'm sorry, the grief is taking a lot out of me.
Were there any trackers or anything in Doug's car that I might have grabbed along with the flash drives?
Seeing as, I mean, like, from a gameplay point of view, anything he had of that came from, like, a merit from his specific side of the street, so none of it would be recoverable.
Oh, okay. I really want to get these jerks.
Well, then it seems like the next step is to talk to my brother, and then we'll go from there.
Have we met your brother? Do you think we've met his brother already, or no? Not yet.
I don't bring him around.
Where he's gonna be?
We'll find him. Anybody feel like karaoke?
Dear God.
Do I look like I feel like karaoke?
Yes, you do.
Knight in shining armor.
Country music is the sound of pain. The music of pain.
I don't think there's a song for "I Lost My Pervy Teammate."
I don't know. It's country. You'd be surprised.
He did have a truck though, more of a van.
So maybe we're getting into like some sublime territory.
Can one of the thumb
Sorry.
drives have a little piece of tape on it that says "My Jams"?
That is acceptable. I'm assuming most of the thumb drives that were recoverable are not going to be filled with things Iris wants to look at. So.
Right.
Oh no,
That's why I said I don't know if I ever,
Yeah.
It's
That's why I said I
all
don't know if I would ever actually plug one of those into a laptop.
it's all Dua Lipa. Weird.
Oh.
It's gonna be later. We'll do that later.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's on it when you guys do it later.
Do any of these other vehicles have license plates or anything? They probably don't have license
I mean,
plates.
they do, but, you know, like, it is a legit company, so, like, if you were to pull the license plates, they would just be registered. Like, you know, like, they're not, like, black site people or anything like that.
Okay. All right, just real quick though, before we leave, any other ideas on how to get any information about this group before we leave? This is a rare opportunity.
I want to kill Mr. Clark. I think as much as everybody in this group, but we did sign a document to the effect of us not doing it. And until we know how to kill him, I don't feel comfortable
That's the problem. We
putting
don't know
all of our
how.
lives on the line.
We don't know if every single one of these people can do what he does. If
One
a
of you
We
bullet-
will
today.
get him.
Yeah,
I promise you, Iris. We will get him for your sister. But now is not the
and
time.
Doug.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's sing.
Let's go sing karaoke.
Oh God.
So you tune into the bar's Facebook page, and it does have an advertisement for pop-up in Tucson, basement of Hotel Congress, which you've been to Hotel Congress on several occasions.
There's
and
no
don't
basement.
Remember a basement?
I'll text that to all of them so they get the address and the time.
We're with
We're
you.
not together.
Oh, I know, just so you have it on your
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Levi is just good at event planning.
Just in case we get separated.
I mean, I, for one, would like to go home and change and take a shower before I'm going to be seen in public.
Yeah, I don't
About-
think
Oh.
Hotel Congress
Well, I'm gonna
wants
be
me walking
drinking.
in.
I'll be with her.
And
So
you guys
around
pick me up.
this
Pick us up.
moment, the tow truck pulls up. A very gaunt-looking man steps out, doesn't say a word, and just starts loading your car onto it.
I just absently toss the keys in his general direction. Thank you.
Thank you.
And very shortly after, a black town car also pulls up. A woman wearing a business suit steps out, hands you the key, and then goes and stands patiently next to the tow driver.
Are they demons?
I
Kind of
cover
look
my
at both of
ears.
You know, I'm not sure. They sometimes send one, sometimes send the other.
That big guy seems like a demon.
Everyone seems like a demon when you're looking through Aja's Kaidoru glasses. Drive back into town.
Yeah, I think of poor Tom.
He's a demon.
It strikes me as odd that after all this time, Lucius is still hell-bent on Tom being a demon when he's met so many demons. None of which are like Tom.
Yeah. Still convinced.
So I'll drop them off at their wherever they requested to go, and then take the town car to the garage of my building.
Where does anyone want to go?
Not my house.
Not your house?
No, I'm sorry, to my house.
Okay.
If she's going to a bar, I'm going with.
So you guys are going to Hotel Congress or just straight to the karaoke bar?
Yeah, I guess we could go straight to the karaoke
Because
bar.
his building is just down the street, so I mean...
Yeah, that's what I would do then.
Okay, well then if you give me 5 minutes to change, I'll walk with you. You're gonna
We'll
be
start
here
drinking in
anyways.
your house.
Levi,
Just walk straight to the hidden bar.
where's the good stuff? Oh, she found it.
The painting that splits in two, reveals shelves upon shelves.
Ooh, what's the painting?
It's a painting of a bar.
Oh, okay.
The gold frame that appears seamless.
I'm so smart.
So you guys head out towards Hotel Congress after 5 minutes?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you actually dropped him off at his car.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So that you can
way
make it there.
you can get back over it.
Oh, no, I'm gonna walk down, probably. It's close enough.
I thought you were up on Mountain and Grand.
It's like a 15-minute walk. Or bike.
Okay.
Probably bike
Makes more
down.
sense.
Yeah.
So you guys are walking downtown, and you see several people kind of like listlessly walking around. It's really, I mean, it's a weeknight, so you wouldn't expect to see as many like burnt out partiers as you're seeing already.
Medicine check on if
I
they
mean, you
appear.
can stop and examine one of them, but to actually get a medicine roll out of it, you would have to like touch them.
To me, does it look like Mo?
No.
No?
Are they
Should
just
I
like
examine
wandering
them?
around?
Yeah, they're just kind of wandering listlessly. They look like they've been drinking all night, but they don't show any of like the inebriation. It's
Okay.
kind of like that 4 a.m. depressive walk.
But it's not 4 a.m.
No.
What
Okay,
time
I
is it?
stop one.
10.
Yeah.
And there are most of them on their own, or they're okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stop one that walks up to us.
So you stop a like college age student, and he goes, "What?"
Are you okay?
Yeah.
What have you been doing? I get my flashlight at Shannon and his pupils.
I was gonna meet my girlfriend.
Let me check your pulse.
His pulse is kind of slow, like not like slow, like not like he's dying slow, but like he's definitely calm.
Where have you been?
I think I was at Highwire. I don't know.
You think?
I don't really remember. I'm sorry. I didn't remember every detail of my night.
It's only 10 p.m., sir.
Yeah, my girlfriend decided to break up with me at 9 p.m. Any other questions?
Okay.
Did you
Get
cheat on her?
away.
No.
Oh.
She just said we don't have a future.
I'm gonna stop another person that's walking by. Excuse me, are you alright?
It's a woman in like kind of like a business suit, pantsuit kind of thing. Yes.
You look a little phased.
Yeah, I had a bad day.
Something to do with no future?
I mean, I applied for a promotion and I got news back that I didn't get it. So I mean, yeah. Why are you asking? Is this like a survey or something?
Yes, and we appreciate your response. Have a good night.
Do I get like, I don't know, like a coupon or something? Like as you're walking around.
It'll be in your email. Continue to
You
walk.
didn't take my email address.
All
And then
right.
she kind of like gives up and like whatever, keeps walking.
How many people are wandering?
You guys aren't walking that long of a distance, so you really only see 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Okay.
Do
Are
we?
they all coming from the same direction though? Or are they?
No, they're just like one's on
Milling
like
about, okay.
church, and one's like the one you
Aimlessly.
talked to was like sitting on a bench. She was like walking towards a parking structure.
But everybody we've spoken to has felt hopeless for some reason or another.
No.
Could this be something?
I mean, I would say more than likely.
I mean, this wouldn't have anything to do with your brother.
No, he's a little different. He wants the party. He doesn't want to suck the party out of people before 10.
Got it.
You get to the entrance to the pop-up, which is a cellar entrance that you have walked past. You know, you've walked past this street 1,000 times and never seen before. But you walk up to it, and it has in bright neon above the basement Moe's.
Is this new?
Yes.
Well, things do change quite often in here. Let's go.
As you enter, everyone but Levi, I need a composure roll, and you may add a cult to it if you have it. If you do not have it, do not worry about taking the negative. Just roll your composure.
Oh, damn.
Nice. Ooh.
Oh, damn. I got 3.
2.
2. Okay, so for you two, you realize, like, when you're in the vicinity of it, you realize something is trying to... Basically, all the questions you have about this space, your brain is trying to wrap its way around it, but you have enough composure to realize that that's not your thought process. So something is trying to make this make sense in your life. Lucius,
okay.
you were like, oh yeah, I've been here before.
I've been here before. I don't know what you're all talking about.
You should enjoy yourself.
No, darling. No.
And also,
will.
you are ready to...
Yeah.
If you go to the bar and tell them you know Mo, they'll give you the drinks for free.
Well,
I'll go to the bar and tell him I know Mo.
I better stick with him and, where the drinks are, Iris goes.
We may at some point need to discuss Iris's drinking.
Well, I feel like
I
since
work
she drinks
hard.
potions, she doesn't, like,
I know.
is not
but
affected
at
by
the same
alcohol,
time,
right?
there's like a level of casual alcoholism that whether you get drunk or not, like you should really like examine.
I'm
everyone's got
feeling
flaws.
really judged right now.
I'm just saying, this is like your 3rd or 4th drinking session today.
And I'm fine. I was examining people.
I mean, it's also 10 o'clock at night, and you have not slept since like yesterday.
I know,
in your
right?
16-hour shift.
That's what I'm on my way.
Poor
Hey,
Iris.
what the hell? Okay, so we go up to the bar.
I know Mo, and she knows Mo.
Oh, really?
Yes,
You know him personally?
I do.
Oh.
Well, his brother. But yes.
Oh, so you know Levi.
Yes,
You
I
just
know
get him
Levi.
confused with Mo.
What?
Levi, you walk in, and the man they're talking to, you go, "Hi, Mo."
Mo! Oh, I didn't
yeah,
recognize you.
That'll be
Iris,
funny.
I see the resemblance
Iris, you
now.
want to take
Yeah,
over
yeah.
from here?
I'll need a credit card for the
Mm,
tab.
I'll give him my credit card.
Thank you. You who are not as affected by this place realize that Mo has way too sharp teeth and a snake where his tongue should be. You see a very pleasant-looking gentleman, facial tattoos, very tight braids, and like filed teeth, but like normal human teeth. You You see like something out of like the deepest part of the ocean, horrifyingly looking at you with black eyes.
This is Mo. Mo. Everybody.
Levi, you've never brought me something so delicious before.
Leave the Catholic alone. He's scared enough as it is.
Oh, he's definitely feeling something.
Trust me, we put him through the ringer several times a day.
Why don't you take a seat over in the VIP area and I'll come see you later.
Zach,
Levi.
let's stick together.
I'd stay with the bar.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on both of you, I see.
What about you, honey? You want to go to the VIP area?
I'm down for
No,
anything.
he does not!
No, I do not.
Are you sure? I have Goldslugger.
He is Goldslugger.
I
kick
mean,
him out of the
maybe
booth.
later.
Like, I kick you.
I'll
like,
see you later.
He pours you like 3 shots. He's like, those are for you.
Oh, darling.
oh God.
Okay. Well, it has been a rough night. We are grieving, so I'll have some too, please.
Just a moment. He kind of
Oh,
sniffs
God.
at you.
I know I haven't showered in a while.
I think you'll particularly enjoy the art. Just don't look too long.
Oh, God.
Trust me, some of them are quite labyrinthine.
Levi,
And
are
what
we
were you
in
wanting,
danger?
sweetie?
I'd like scotch, please.
Oh, what kind of Scotsman?
A very loose one, if you have.
Very well. He pulls a bottle from beneath the counter and pours you a scotch that is way more potent than you're used to.
Oh, good. Levi, are we in danger here?
Wait, who's your grandma?
Maida, you know her.
I'm asking who she is.
What's her name? I don't have a name.
Just give.
Okay, I give you her name.
Oh, hang on 2 seconds. He kind of goes down and he puts 2 leaves in your scotch and it turns black.
Do I recognize that, or?
It looks similar to what you do. It's like, that should get you where you're going.
Dear, you are naughty.
Levi, the usual, some pansy shit from overseas?
I'm actually not drinking tonight, thank you.
What?
Well, Levi, you gotta get out then.
Some pansy shit from overseas.
Thank you. He pulls down like some like chumboard or something, like some real pretentious bottle that is obviously meant to mock you, and like pours you a drink and puts a penis straw and an umbrella in it and a wedge of pineapple. There you go.
Delicious.
Cat it off the bar.
You know that's not allowed, and it's in front of you again.
Can we talk?
In one moment, I haven't finished. There you go, sweetie. I haven't finished tormenting your other friend yet.
I apologize ahead of time. This
You
one's
look over
beyond
at
me.
the booth that he's in, and like every go-go dancer in the place is sitting in that booth with him, like talking to him and gently rubbing him. And
Zach, are you okay?
No!
Don't worry,
I go over there.
They'll be fine.
Oh,
Sweetie, don't go. I heard you wanted information.
well, we do. I just.
Also, you are drunk for the first time in a very long time.
Okay, great. Information.
Just sit here at the bar. Could you remake your composure roll at a -2 now?
Oh, that's 1.
Dramatic feel. Oh, it's a 10.
Nice.
2 successes.
So you are still not under.
I'm still not with.
under Mo's sway.
Okay.
Sweetie, while we talk, you want to go do cake stands with those nice boys?
I would love it.
Why don't you go?
Wait, I don't think.
I leave.
Okay.
Anyway, Levi, to what can I owe the pleasure? What do I owe the pleasure? Can I owe the pleasure? I don't know if I can owe you pleasure. We're all related.
Yes, and we're not in that ring of hell yet.
Do you know your teeth are really sharp?
Oh, did you know that you're the sweetest thing I've ever seen?
Of course I knew.
What else can I get you today? More scotch?
I think I'm okay for now.
I have a real mighty Scotsman down here that likes to party.
Oh, maybe I'll have to meet him later.
I started with one question, but I have another now. Have you heard of any loose angels?
Loose angels?
Yes.
Dear brother, you understand what you're asking.
I understand what I'm asking, and I understand that you're a very smart man.
All right. I'll need at least an hour topside.
We can arrange that.
I could take the one I want to take. Or I could take you.
Let's go.
Very well. And he reaches down and he pulls out like a sealed, he unseals it, and like smoke comes out of it. And he pours like a perfectly clear, almost can't see it in the shot glass shot, and pushes it towards you. You understand the rules. This is of your own volition for the duration of 1 hour Earth time.
1 hour Earth time. May I ask what you plan to do? It won't change it. I'll still take it. I'm just curious.
It's best you don't know.
What's happening?
I will...
Don't worry your pretty little head.
You know, you give me answers that don't make me feel any better.
I understand that you're feeling a little under the weather.
There's two of you.
Levi, I don't got all night. Either take the shot or get out of my shop.
Zach, don't let me out of your sight for the next hour, and I'll down it.
Oh.
Okay.
What?
The snake wiggles its way out of his mouth across the table, and you're used to this, crawls up your arm, onto your shoulder, and you open wide as it slithers down your throat.
Oh, this is my least favorite part.
And then Mo kind of like slumps forward, and a woman, one of his, from Zach's table, comes over. Anything else I can get you guys? As she puts him in like a stool, and Levi goes, well, and walks up and just right out of the bar. At a very fast clip.
Wait, Levi just left?
Lucius, let's go!
Oh, I'm running after him.
Okay, could you make a strength plus athletics roll versus the
Strippers?
Oh,
Strength plus athletics.
No, that's a -1.
The stream was asking, what is Iris's vice?
It's pride.
yes. Yes. Pride.
Doug was gluttony.
1.
1?
Yep.
Unfortunately, you are held down. You are able to get free eventually, but you hear the door to the bar slam, and do you get up?
Yeah.
Could you make a stamina check for me?
No.
I will let you add your what is yours called? Potions.
Elixirs?
Elixirs, yeah.
I should have done
To
willpower.
do it again with that added?
You rolled the 2. Just roll your elixirs.
Oh. Yeah, do that again, right?
Oh my.
Oh, Mama's getting this some tens tonight. 3.
Okay, so you are able to stay on your feet. Not fast enough to catch up with him.
Oh.
You get up to the door, throw it open, and there is a snowstorm. And you look off in the distance, and you see the tops of what is that place in Moscow with that really powerful?
The
The
St.
onion
Petersburg.
toss, yeah.
St. Petersburg.
Yeah, St. Petersburg Cathedral.
It's Christmas!
Am I with her? Do I see the same thing?
You eventually get out from the sluts and follow her up to see the snow pouring in.
What?
Zach, what
The
have we
hell?
done?
Iris, Zach, you might want to come back from the door. He'll reset it to where you want to go in a while. It's probably best you don't get lost wherever we are.
How do we find them?
Find who?
Levi and Mo.
St. Basil's.
Well, I mean, Mo will come back in an hour. That was the deal.
Well, I mean, he knew what he was doing, right? I closed the door.
Oh my god.
I mean, he told
Lucius
you
is
not
doing
to.
a kickstand
Oh yeah,
With
you're
his-
having a great
with his shirt off,
You're having a great time.
and you see one long scratch down right above his heart.
Oh. Oh, but that's not something you just got.
No, it's like a scar.
Yeah.
Okay.
But a real red scar. Brody and Bradley are showing you the time of your life. You guys are taking turns. And then they're like, darts.
Bro Adley, let's do it.
Tell us about the Sumerians again. As they throw darts.
Well, what happened was... I'm
So the Tower of Babel was before that?
Before.
Dude, bro.
Let me tell you a little bit about Hades.
You met Hades?
Yeah, I attacked Hades. It didn't go
What?
well.
Well, of course, bro.
Yeah.
Bra.
He found like the classics nerd bros.
Low provide.
I love it.
I'm just pacing in front of the bar.
Levi, sit down. Not Levi. Zach, come sit down. Here. She puts a glass of water on the table that she pours from a bottle of water in front of you.
I'd say thank you and take a sip.
And you, she pulls out, like, your favorite Starbucks order. Mo left this for you.
Oh, delicious.
Okay, so who are you?
Hmm?
Who are you?
I'm, Fiona.
Why are you with... You seem really nice. Why are you here with Mo?
I'm descended from those who sealed him, so I work here to make sure he doesn't get up to anything too terrible.
Oh, good. This
So
isn't too terrible then, right?
So far, no. He did.
What is too terrible, though? Let
Yeah.
me get a sense of that.
I'm here to make sure that he doesn't give the shot that he gave Levi to someone who doesn't understand what they're undertaking.
Okay.
What did he undertake?
Hmm?
What did he undertake?
He gave Mo his body for an hour.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
then
I
we
really
can-
should have stopped it, but Levi has done this before, and he wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for a real good reason.
Does Levi know what he's doing after? Like, after the hour, Levi knows
Will he
what
remember?
happened?
Mo will have to return here, or else Mo's spirit would be cast adrift within the endless sea of the void.
But will Levi remember what Mo did?
Oh, no. Levi's in that shot glass.
Oh.
That's why I've left it on the table right there. I don't like touching the shot glasses.
I plant myself in front of the shot glass. Like both arms on either side of it. I'm just
He's
I
watching
start
you.
stacking other
So,
shot glasses
Levi,
around
from
it.
within your shot glass body, you see Zach.
like intensely focused.
Oh, maybe this is what he wanted you to keep an eye on.
You're sobering up, by the way. The
Okay.
coffee's really
Wonderful.
That would make sense. But I feel like he said body. So I'm scared.
Well, we did our
Hang on.
best.
I'm going to go stop your friend from doing a lot of cocaine with those two men. No, come sit at the bar.
Bye,
Sit at
bro
the
Adley. Oh, is that my shot?
No! I like smack you.
Actually, make a post athletics check.
God.
This is escalating.
Athletics.
Oh my
I'm afraid of
Just
what this is now
athletics?
getting into.
Athletic strength?
Just athletics. both
Just
of you.
athletics?
I'm gonna risk willpower.
Okay. This is not involved with the hunt, so you cannot risk it, but you can spend one for the additional 3 dice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one success. There's 2 there though.
2 successes.
Okay.
So he's able to.
Out of curiosity, would that mean that like I would wake up all of a sudden as Lucius?
Yes.
I did not want to get in the middle of this.
The Inception
People
moment.
switching bodies on me?
Been possessing Lucius.
Nope. Not happening. Not happening. Nope. Not happening. Nope. Not on my watch. Not today, Satan.
Can I make another check to see if I'm still under the influence?
Oh no, you're still under the influence.
Okay.
But now Mo has not given you any further instruction, so
Okay.
you're kind of like
Chilling.
you're just chilling with them.
Ready to party, dude.
Fiona's like, if you need him to do something, just say it with a voice of authority, and he will do it. Watch.
Iris, don't get Nantes.
Lucius, could you touch your toes, but not be careful and hit your head on the counter?
Of course, my darling. Oh, that's mod a little bit.
See, just to explain the effect to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why is he like that?
He fell completely under the enchantment that Mo fills the place with.
Does he... I'm not even going to ask these questions. Never mind.
I'm more than willing to answer.
I don't
have
want to know the answers.
More in common with you than anyone else in here.
I know that. I just don't want to know the answers.
Do you know anything about the Chiron group?
Not really. I mean, I live in Palm Springs, and this is just my shift, so I lead a pretty normal life outside of being a bar back here.
What about computer hacking?
I know it's in TV and movies.
Okay.
I got my Facebook hacked once. It was annoying.
So your family, the ones who sealed Mo here, how did they seal him here?
I don't know. We're talking maybe 500 years ago.
It's quite a legacy.
Yeah, we've been at it for a while. At first, it was just a wine cellar, and then he converted it. And then with the invention of the internet, he's been able to do a lot more with it. It actually turns a pretty good profit, honestly.
So this place just pops up anywhere.
That's Mo's doing. Yeah, he can literally connect it to just about anywhere. It has to have a basement, though, whether sealed or not.
Must be an enormous amount of pressure.
What?
Or do you enjoy this
Keeping him here.
I mean,
journey?
he's not allowed to operate outside normal bar hours. And we just come in, we make a fair wage, you know. So he actually is the best boss I've ever had.
Short of like possessing
I'm happy
people.
for you.
Again, I understand how that looks, but Levi did say it was okay. It's kind of like a consent thing, you know, like really hot girl.
Consenting
really hot
to
boy.
let an evil demon take over your body.
Yeah, how's it any different than consenting to have somebody whip you for a while?
Zach's face just like beet red, just like.
He's like, that's a thing?
So you're from Palm Springs?
Yeah, Palm Springs.
Cool.
Married, 2 kids.
Cool. Lucius, how you doing?
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me any question but the question you're thinking of right now.
Can I ask you a different question?
Yeah.
If we were going steady, and I stood you up because I had to save the world from some lawn gnomes, would you be mad at me?
Well, it depends. Is the lawn gnomes an excuse, or are you really saving the world?
No, I really said, well, not the world, just a few housewives in Scottsdale. But still, I mean,
would've- I would have at least considered. Did we have a good first date?
it was a fantastic first date.
Okay. Well, I'd probably go out with you again, but
All right.
at the same time, I mean, I've seen what lawn gnomes do to people.
Yeah, they're frightening.
What kind of lawn gnomes do you guys get? What?
I text Karen. Or what's her name?
Sharon.
Is that Carol?
Drunk
Carol.
text.
Carol.
Drunk text from Moscow. Data rates apply.
Your phone does not
Okay.
work.
Oh, good.
You're like, I can't get.
I can't get
signal.
through.
Well, whatever you do, don't go outside to get more signal.
I will not. I start
we
walking
do-
outside.
She told you not to.
Oh, that's right.
We do have a payphone in the back. It does international. Don't worry about any charges.
I don't think that's the greatest idea right now. Maybe tomorrow.
I won't do it.
Although it would be kind of funny to see him do that, right?
That's mean, Iris.
What else could we ask her?
Or we could fast forward to the end of the hour.
We could
It's
do
up
that.
to you guys. Who's up for body shots and poker.
Why not? In Doug's honor.
Zach, there is a door, at the end of the bar, black door, yellow star on it. Go back there. Nobody will bother you. Okay?
Can I take Colt or Levi with me?
Sure.
Okay.
Just don't drink anything out of it.
No. I
Do you want a napkin?
So carefully. Don't spill any of it. You clumsy bear.
I imagine it's like a little shadow of his
I'm
life.
first.
So you guys spend the remainder of the hour playing what could be called poker and body shots. It's mostly just body shots, and then
Who has the
Lucius-
highest card?
Lucius going, I got an 8.
I'll win. No, I don't win.
I guess I get another shot.
Damn.
Oh, God.
At the end of the hour, the doors slam shut, reopen, and Levi comes sauntering over to the bar. Where's Levi's shot glass? I only got 10 minutes, so...
Zach has it in the Yellow Star room?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Is that a bad thing?
He walks into the Yellow Star room that you've been sitting in complete blackness this entire time.
Fine by me.
Sorry about that. This is like the sensory deprivation. You didn't sit bare on anything, did you? Like you wore your clothes the whole time?
Yes.
Good. Shot
Good
glass,
call.
please. He kind of like spits, and the snake curls up into the shot glass, and you are now holding a shot glass with your brother Mo in it.
Where'd they put his body?
Behind the bar.
Thank you. Turn around and walk out.
I let the door close and afraid to grab the door.
So, as the door stands open, you realize there are two people who have been making out in the corner. And that's that noise you've been hearing.
I slowly walk out and slowly pull the door closed. And go to the bathroom and wash my hands 10 times.
Fiona, would you take this before I just drop it on the floor?
I mean, you know that won't help.
I know, but I'm not in a good mood.
Lucius, honey, you might want to put your pants back on.
Okay.
I walk back out to the pulling pants on. I'm like,
She kind of pours the shot into Mo's mouth, and he comes back. Oh, Levi, you're so uptight. Oh, I feel like my asshole just grew 3 sizes.
That's because it did. Oh, and you even gave me an extra 3 minutes back. I appreciate that. Is there anything I should know? Anybody that I'm...
Yeah, you had a series of questions. We can bargain for the answers to those now.
Oh, no, I mean, when I go out there, is anybody going to be trying to kill me? From you, specifically.
I don't think so.
All right. And questions.
Yes. What rate do you want to do? What are you looking to spend?
Well, I need to know about 2 different occurrences.
I'll take his virginity. Unlimited.
This was the rate. You got your hour. I get my question.
No, you asked me if there was an angel on the loose. I said to answer that, I will need an hour topside.
And did you
So-
get it answered?
Yes, several answers.
All right.
But now I need payment for them.
Okay, your rates have gone up dramatically.
Only because you're my favorite. And I really want Zach. Do you know he's never even touched a drop of liquor?
You know that none of
I stand in front of you.
you know that none of mine are ever for sale. This one is one of mine.
Except for that one violinist. But
That-
you really, really wanted to pass that driver's test.
You helped him get into the Philharmonic. It was a win-win.
All right, Lucius, what should we ask for? What's your deepest desire?
Artifacts. Lots of artifacts.
What about Carol?
Oh, Carol.
Wouldn't you love another date with Carol?
I'm gonna go call Carol.
Don't bother calling
No,
her. Her
I
boss is right
Just
here.
grab your shoulder and turn you back around.
I think
Carol.
Lucius wants another chance with Carol. I'm sure if you talk to her, she'd give him another shot.
Yeah, give me another shot.
How come she doesn't believe in the gnomes?
Yeah. A shot gets.
No, stop,
your
Lucius. No more.
I'll answer one question for a second date with Carol from our dear Lucius.
Your brother is
The best.
is the best person I've
See,
ever met.
This is what I'm saying. Those are two of mine, and if it's a win-win for everyone, I'm willing to play along.
All right.
First question, where is it?
Where's what?
The angel.
Oh, did I say there was an angel?
Yes.
Define angel.
Zach, define angel.
Being servant of
This
God.
specific one. This specific one.
It's 6 fiery wings with eyes on it.
Oh,
Cherubim.
Yeah, he's a nasty one. He's up on Mount Lemon.
Where on Mount Lemon?
That's another question. Are you willing to pay?
What else do you want?
I don't know what you got to offer. It looks like you recently had a departed loved one. I could take that off your hands. He's still in limbo,
No.
hanging around.
Oh no.
No.
All right. Seb for a week. We'll go to the Peonies out in France.
Do I have Seb with me? I'll look down and see what his response is. Buddy, it's just a week.
Mark.
Mo, why do you always have to make this difficult?
I have a cat,
What's your cat's name?
Tom.
Oh no, thank you.
Is he?
Tom?
Is he a demon?
No. Why would you think he was a demon?
I believe he's a demon.
Lucius, look me deep in the eye. Your cat is not a demon.
He's
and
not
you
a demon.
No longer think that way.
He is not a demon.
You respect him for all the things that he's done for you over the days.
He's a fantastic cat.
Yes. Show
I
some
love him
appreciation.
dearly.
So Lucius will love Tom until we leave the bar.
Well, is that how this works?
Okay, give me another ask. I'll leave Seb on the table as a secondary.
Oh, I would need his consent. You know how this works. He has to drink the shot.
I'll leave him on the table as a secondary. He and I'll have a discussion. What else would you want?
I'll take one memory from our dear Iris, our Dimensions.
I won't remember.
But I'll give you 3 questions.
Do I get to know the memory before you take it?
I mean, we can negotiate for that, but that would be a further cost.
How long is a memory? How much time of a
Honey,
memory?
if you want me to write up a contract, you can come back next week.
What do you think?
I think that it will hurt more than you expect. But I also think that we have lives on the line.
Okay.
Very well. So you are freely giving up the memory.
Yes, I freely give up the memory.
Any 3 questions you like?
What does it want? The cherubim.
It would like to feed so it can get enough power to return to where it came from.
I'm sorry, I missed it.
Oh,
Say that again.
It is looking to feed so it can get enough power to come back where it came from.
yeah. How do we kill it?
Well, the same way you would kill me.
Do I know that?
No.
Okay.
But it is a legitimate answer to your question.
Yes.
It's not!
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, this is not my next question. This is a clarification. But are you saying that banishing it is a better option?
Seeing as you're not asking an official question, usually that's the case. But do know that anytime you're not asking an official question, I am fully free to tell you whatever I wish.
Does anybody have any other ideas of what to ask?
You do have one question left, unless you want to renegotiate.
So we don't know how to kill it, even though you've asked how to kill it.
We know where it is.
We know, sort of, somewhere on Mount Lemon. We don't know how long it will be there. Should we ask what it wants?
We know what it
We
wants.
know that.
Should we ask its name? Names are usually important.
I mean, we could ask how to banish it, and that could include its name. How to banish it specifically, step by step.
Oh, yeah, I like this one.
That's
Yeah.
just a suggestion. I don't want to.
I like that.
This is not really my field.
I like that. My only other option would be like an exorcism or something, but
That leaves us with nothing to ask about our dearly departed friend, but we'll see what other options we have afterwards. How do we banish it, specifically, step by step?
First, you would need to find the creature. Second, you would need the original vessel that it was brought into the world by. Third, you would need to reverse the elemental invocation that was done on the original vessel in the correct order, or else you'll have to come up with a new way of banishing it. Do all of those things, and then trap it in some kind of vessel with enough potency to hold a second-tier angelic being, and you're good to go. Bury it in the ground, cover it in salt, and in 7 days' time, he would return where he came from.
Well, we have a plan.
that's fantastic.
The original vessel is in the possession of the Chiron group now.
No, the original vessel is burning. Or is burnt.
Oh, well, that's lucky if the last stage was fire.
The last stage was air.
Oh. Well, that vessel is ruined then. But, to be fair, you could always find a vessel that he's inhabited before.
How do we do that?
That would be another question.
Mary's body, so
No, you're getting confused with the summoners with the vessel.
oh,
The vessel was the girl that was hanging. Yes?
Yeah.
And so we didn't.
well, we need to know what
didn't
this
burn
we need to know
her.
what
You
its
didn't
name
burn her.
is.
That's why I'm saying I think the
We need to
Chiron
know what
group
its name
has.
is so we can find it.
No, you guys did. You said you burned it with Doug.
Yeah,
We burned,
we burned her with Doug.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Well, you burned the creepy
We
girl with me?
need to know its name so we can
Why?
and, like, research it.
It's thrift.
Waste not, want not.
Live like a dollar store, treated like a dollar store.
Voted the spooky girl and burned in hellfire. Goodbye, Doug.
I mean, he's probably still going to Android Heaven.
No, he's in limbo, remember?
Oh, yeah. I mean, but eventually. Well, I feel like...
Shall we ask another question?
You
What
need
else would
to.
you want?
See, I've weaseled something out of you. I still have got nothing from Zach.
You're not getting what you want.
I didn't say I wanted something specific. I've got nothing from you.
What do you want? Besides the obvious.
Well, if I can't corrupt you because you're all goody two-shoes, I'll settle for a truth.
A specific truth or just any truth?
I ask you a question, and you give me a truthful answer, and depending on how truthful it is, I'll give you a truthful answer. The more detail you get from me.
Can we do this a
Levi?
few times if it goes well?
Is this a one-time deal? Levi is there.
It has to be of your free volition. I think he explained it well.
Right, but is there anything I need to know besides that can...
Why are you always looking for loopholes? I've been nothing but straight with y'all. Well,
Zach,
maybe not you.
You're the most honest person we know. Are you scared of the truth?
It's frustrating sometimes.
Alright,
Lucius, dear, be nice.
Okay.
alright.
All right. You agree?
Yes.
Any question at all?
Yes.
Tell me, how do you really feel about Levi?
Scared of Levi.
All right. So a half truth.
I also am very confused about Levi.
I can
Quarter
excuse
truth.
myself. It'll make you more comfortable.
I didn't excuse you, Levi.
It wasn't part of the deal, Mo. You said you wanted the truth. You didn't say I had to take it.
Very well. If you feel like leaving the room when I answer the question, you would not be allowed to be present, as you did not hear the whole truth of his question.
I trust them to take down notes for me.
Very well. The star room is where you know where it is.
I just walk to the opposite side of the bar. I'm not going into that room.
Well, Bruno's in there.
I have no interest tonight. I'm not in the mood.
Levi needs to die, but I don't want him to.
Very well. I won't force you any further, even though you have not given me 100%.
How do you know?
Sweetie. Anyway, ask your question. Quickly before Levi gets back. Or finds Bruno.
What is the true full name of this angel?
Ooh, ask a different question. I cannot answer that one in a satisfactory manner in terms of our deal. And the name is not required to do what you need to do.
What's the other vessel?
Can you tell us the last vessel?
Yes.
Besides the...
I can tell you the vessel before the one you have received.
Yes.
Is that your question?
Oh,
Yes.
for fuck's sake.
Her name was a Constance. She died in 1842. And she was buried in Tucson, Arizona.
Well, hey.
Whole and hearty. The order in which she was invoked was water, earth, and then, I do feel like I have to hold something back at this point, as you did not give me a 100%
Ask another
truth.
question.
I don't feel like it. Do you have something else to offer? Any of you?
Sensing that we're past the question, I'll come back.
What about your dear sister, Iris? When he asks about your sister, you know for a fact you're an only child,
Oh, man.
as do the rest of you.
You
That
your
was
other
gone from all of
sister.
us?
She never remembered, so she never told any of you.
I
Loopholes.
don't...
Sister.
Are you saying before I lost my memory I never told them I had a sister?
The effect, you lost all memory of your sister, so you never told them about your sister.
How does it work retroactively like that?
Well, you're dealing with a powerful primordial spirit.
We're also in like a weird dimension.
What sister?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my mistake. But it does flag as weird to you.
Yeah,
That seems like something Mo would only do if...
to screw with us.
Lucius, darling, do you want to sober up? Not be under my control anymore?
Yes.
Very well. You've been such a good boy.
Thank you.
You now see Mo for what he really is.
Oh. Where's
Welcome to the party.
Where's my shirt?
Oh, on the bar down there.
Mm,
I'll have it dry cleaned for you.
thank you. What did I miss?
Lucius,
Yes.
you're looking for answers, right? And you have full memory of everything that's happened
Oh,
tonight,
okay,
by the way.
A little pissed off. Yes, we would like answers to get this thing done with.
All right.
What do you want? What's your price?
I want your last scar.
It's not mine to give.
Oh, it is. If I ask you for it, and you freely give it. To be fair, what we're exchanging is ownership of said scar, not the scar itself.
We need to find this thing before it kills anyone else. So, I guess because my... What's it called? Not my vice, my
Virtue.
virtue is fortitude. I agree.
Splendid. What is your last question?
We need to know the.
Your chest is burning, by the way.
We need the last two elements in order.
What did I already tell you?
Water, then earth.
Oh, for constants. Yes. Water, earth, fire, air. And the last, most important, a vessel in which to do the invocation.
Is there anything specific about the vessel?
No, this one seems to particularly like young girls, given the last 3 vessels he's inhabited.
Will the vessel die?
I mean, if you wish her to.
Does she have to?
Lucius has given me so much, I feel forgiven. The tricky part is, once you put this in the vessel is probably not going to want to let it go. So you usually end up having to kill the vessel just to get what you want.
But there is a way to not kill the vessel.
If you choose the vessel correctly, the vessel will gladly give up after the invocation is done. Mind you, if you do not do this, everyone who has any kind of loss of hope, that loss of hope becomes permanent now forward. You understand that's what's happening.
Well, we'll never lose hope.
Hopefully not.
Anything that you can tell us about a friend of ours? It's a little less consequential. So
Oh,
we're gonna...
rookie, you did ask me about that.
Yes.
I owed you one.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's up in Phoenix. He seems to have picked up a hitchhiker of some kind, very attached to it. It's not my side of the street. You should talk to an acquaintance of his way down south.
He's talking about my mentor?
No.
Oh.
You
Oh.
tried to stab him once. Didn't you?
And how would I get in contact with that thing?
It's not my business.
So, your advice is, he's in Phoenix, talk to the Lord of the Underworld.
Well, you could also talk to him. I'm just saying, if you want more information about the hitchhiker, you'd have to talk to the Lord of the Underworld.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You asked me a question, I answered it.
I was serious. My tone is just always sarcastic. Does anybody have anything else, or can we get out of here?
Please, God, get us out.
Be careful who you ask for in here.
Why?
God is a very pejorative term. The God of this place is not someone you want to meet.
Fair enough.
Bye, Zachary.
Calling back from the door. If I open this, is it going to be on Congress?
Oh, it can if you want it to be, but I don't know why you would want to go to Washington, D.C.
Can this please be the basement of Hotel Congress in Tucson?
Oh, yeah, that's where it's set to, obviously.
I just open the door and start walking.
I imagine I'll be seeing you again.
Oh, once you get a taste, you usually want to come back.
Is, what's her name, Fiona, still there? I, wave to her. Thank you.
Bye, Zachary.
And walk out.
Do I know what it means, him having my scar?
You didn't really know what it meant before.
No, okay. Well, I know that, like, doing some things took away the other two, right?
Mhm.
So, do I have any idea now? No. Cool.
You're very worried about it.
Yes. Very.
out on the street. I'm just like shaking like I got the willies.
I think I need a shower.
Yeah,
God,
and
I need a
like,
shower from the inside.
thank you for doing that.
Not the first time, won't be the last.
That's disgusting, but okay.
Well, shall we take a trip to Tombstone?